तुमने कहाँ से लाए केड़े रूम से लाए कुछ प्रतिभा के रूम से
Hi, Craig. Hi, guys. Hey, Craig. Hi, Radhika.
Hey.
You know, I have a Zoom account that doesn't end in 40 minutes.
Oh, yeah?
It's a corporate account.
Maggie's muted. Maggie's muted.
Oh, well, we are not as sophisticated as you.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't end in 40 minutes, so I'll send you a room.
But you know, the thing is, the way it is right now, it ends in 40 minutes, but then all you have to do is just restart the call. And just tell everybody beforehand that you're going to restart in 40 minutes, and then it goes another 40 minutes. So the only inconveniences that you have to sort of disconnect and reconnect. That's all. There's no other disadvantage as such.
Yeah.
Maggie, are you still in Santa Cruz?
Yep.
How so? How? What?
You also what?
Wow. You're not going back to Los Gatos?
Stuart went yesterday, and he's going to go on Monday to drop off Maya. And I don't really have much need to be there. And here, there's more things happening. I mean, in Los Gatos, I just have a garden, and I don't see any people. While here, I'm sitting on the balcony, and I see like guys getting undressed because they're surfers, and they just take the towel and they
And you sit there and you watch them. And you just watch them.
Maggie, is it really crowded?
More details, Maggie. More details, Maggie, please.
Are they good sites, Maggie, or bad sites?
Sites?
With the guys, yes.
The site, the vision.
Some good sites.
The site, is it good?
Yes.
Invite us, Maggie. Invite
not as good as Tikka, though.
No, not shoot.
What did she say? Chup chup?
Shoot, not shoot.
Maggie, how do you know?
Maggie,
how do you know it's not chut?
Because sometimes their towels fell.
Okay.
Not chut,
It must
he has a good view of the changing area.
It must be a good site, which is why you're willing to let go of Stuart.
I'm not letting go, Stuart.
Temporarily, I mean.
No.
No, it's just eye candy, right?
Maggie got so serious about Stuart. No, Maggie, you didn't understand what I was saying.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So where's Stuart? Is he behind you?
He's back in.
Is he listening in or?
Los Gatos.
He's in the house.
I think he's still working.
And they are both in Santa Cruz.
No,
but you know what? Let me have another martini and check up on him.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So, just a little heads up to everybody. Meetan would not be joining in today because her fiance or boyfriend, Neil, he lost his father today.
Oh shit!
In India.
That's so sad.
In India, yeah. So that's why she said she would not be joining in on the call. So, yeah, guys, just send them a small condolence message or something.
And they can't go back to India, can they? There's no flights.
I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be able to go back or not.
Under special request, he can. Just to say that if he says that his father is whatever happened, like the father passed away, I think he could go. Sister's son was here. He was student, right? He was in the flying school here. It was a hassle to send him back to India. My sister booked his tickets like 4 times. And then finally, when they allowed the planes to America, they were on a lottery. They had to apply to the Indian embassy. They were on a lottery. And then I think it was the last flight that he got in.
Oh.
And then, they kept him in quarantine for 14 days.
Exactly. I would say, yeah. Because actually, I have a really good friend that works in the Indian embassy. And there's actually a flight left today to go to India.
Yeah.
But only Indian passport holders can travel on that flight.
Yeah.
And then you're going to be quarantined for 14 days. And you have to pay for this quarantine yourself.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's on Air India. And you have to pay for the ticket, which is like $3,000 one way.
Yeah.
One way.
Oh,
And
no.
it's a 14-day quarantine.
Yeah.
So only no OCI card holders or green card holders can travel to India.
So a friend of mine, a really good friend of mine, on Wednesday, he called me early in the morning. His 52-year-old sister was looking after his 91-year-old father and 89-year-old mother. And she, 52-year-old, had a heart attack and died.
Oh my gosh.
And he's trying to get on a flight to get there with his nephew. So we were trying to call Rokana. No one in the Indian consulate is picking up the phones. We can't get on any flights. And he is not an Indian citizen anymore. He gave it up.
Such a backlog.
So the only way we could do is call Rokana. And even that, Congressman.
He's a
Rokana's a congressman
US
from this
congressman.
area.
Yeah.
But
So
then,
a lot of people around here know him, yeah. So
did
we
that
tried,
have any success?
no, not yet.
No.
We are working on it.
Mm.
But poor guy, I mean, I don't know
I
what
think
else
there's
to
a
do.
huge
He's such a good friend of
backlog.
ours. Yeah,
People
he's a
trying
really
to
sweet guy.
Travel.
And even when they land in India, their passports are taken away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Radhika, I can check with my friend at the Indian consulate. We are
Could you
really
please join?
Yeah,
So he was trying to get on a flight from Washington, D.C. to
From
India. Yeah,
But
last
he-
night.
He's a US passport holder.
Yeah. So he wants to get there. It's his sister and the woman who passed away's son. The two of them want to get on a flight. And they can't.
Mm.
And he's tried. I've tried with Rokana. I've had someone call Rokana. If you could find somebody, he just wants to get there because.
Can you text me his name and stuff, please?
Thank you so much, Joy.
Text me the name of the people that want to travel and let me talk
Okay.
to.
I'm going to text it to you right now.
Okay, I'll talk to Anshul and see what she can do.
That'd
Okay.
be great, Joy. Thank you so much.
And who's
But
trying to
Rokana didn't do anything.
It's a couple. One of them
But he
passed.
cannot do much.
It's Indian government. It's Modi.
Huh?
It's not.
I have another glass.
Modi has his rules and he's very strict about it.
I know, and it's also he's not a Indian citizen anymore. He gave it up.
Hmm.
So he's had more difficulty.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because right now the status quo is only Indian passport holders can travel with a 14-day quarantine when they arrive.
So no foreigners at all.
No.
So
No.
US citizens cannot fly to India right now?
No.
No.
No foreigners can enter India.
My aunt has been trying from Doha for the last 2 months to get back to Delhi, but she can't.
No.
She's
But
mess.
can people from India come here? No.
No. Only US passport holders.
Wow.
US passport holders can come. There were two flights during quarantine that left from India to San Francisco nonstop on
Yeah.
Air India.
Hmm.
Yeah. My sister's son was on one of those flights.
So it's
Oh.
reciprocal then. That means Indian people can fly back from the US, Indian citizens, and US citizens can fly back to the US
Yeah.
from India.
Only people can fly to countries. That's
Right.
all.
That's assuming you can find a flight because
If you can get on the plane.
Crazy demand. Yeah, high demand.
Yeah. And these flights are packed. Because I believe the waiting list is like 10,000 people.
Yeah.
And they can only fit 250 people on each flight.
Yeah.
You're kidding
So I
me.
just texted it to you.
I got it. Yeah, I see it.
The whole
Yeah.
thing, yeah.
Okay.
I
Cool.
just
I'll
They're
try,
very
but
updated.
it's Modi's
They're a really
rules.
nice family. Yeah.
very
But
nice family, yeah.
I mean, I have an in at the Indian council. That's the closest you can get. She's the secretary to the counselor there. So
Wow.
Thank you so much, Joy.
that's the
That'd be
connection.
great.
if she can't do it, then nobody can do it, basically. If she
Yeah.
says it's possible, means it's impossible.
Wow.
They were trying to get on a flight from Washington to Ahmedabad last night. And they couldn't get it.
Yeah, I know. Modi's being very strict about it. Plus, Radhika, think about it. We have over 1.6 million cases in the US,
I know.
over 100,000 deaths. You think Modi is going to allow anybody to come from the US to his country?
No. No.
And I don't blame him. I really don't blame Modi. And you know, the thing is, I feel sorry for Rokhana because, like a Bit's case, I mean, there might be so many cases like this. How is he going to help everybody? He just can't.
No, he can. Yeah.
There's nothing you can do. Yeah.
There's nothing you can do. It's just our circumstances right
There's
now.
nothing you can do. Yeah. That's why. Yeah. I know.
Sad.
I know.
Very,
But it's
very
worth a try. I mean, it's worth a shot for me to send it to Anjali. See
Thank you
what she
so
says.
much.
Yeah.
I mean, worst case scenario, she'll say no. We already at 0 anyway. So there's.
Right. That's
It's
nice of
worth
you.
trying. It's worth a text message at least. You know.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
No, no worries. No, my pleasure. But you know, as I said, it's all Modi's laws. It's his rules.
I
So
know.
we're tough on. Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
So
so I
San
have a
Francisco is
question.
opening up, you know?
What?
San Francisco is opening up June 15. You can eat. Restaurants are opening up.
I'm not going anywhere.
I know nobody's going anywhere.
Outdoor you can do. It's an outdoor seating. Everything is opening from June 15th.
Yeah, they're completely rearranging all the restaurants for outdoor seating.
Yeah.
And I believe Napa's already opened up.
Yeah.
And San Francisco's opening up.
Dude, Single Thread, which is a 3-star Michelin restaurant, had a Memorial Day special, a curbside pickup for like burgers and stuff at $30 a head. Like Kobe burgers or some fancy, I don't eat burgers, so I don't know. But
That's a
like
good price.
fancy ass 3 Michelin star restaurant doing curbside pickup for
Wow.
Memorial Weekend at $30 a head.
Wow.
So
So amazing.
how much money they're losing, these restaurants that they're doing now to make some revenue coming in.
Yeah, they're
Right,
just
right.
So the
something.
whole business outlook of all these businesses, everybody has to reinvent themselves basically.
Right.
Bottom line is everybody has to reinvent themselves, and it's going to be bloody tough
Yeah.
Right,
for them,
right.
even for them to break even.
You know,
It's
I
like-
heard today that Facebook and Google have already said that employees don't need to come back to the offices until 2021.
21, yes, I heard.
Yeah.
We're looking
I
at
heard.
6-7 months of no Google and no Facebook office staff.
Yeah.
Because Facebook and Google are doing that, all the other companies are following.
Yeah, because so much money they're going to
Yeah,
save.
they are pioneers.
The ship's company in San Diego has already said September 1st. So I don't think if September 1st is even, I think it's been next year. So he's
Like,
about
oh.
to give up his apartment in San Diego. He's like, why am I paying for this?
Yeah.
I don't want to give it up.
Will he retain his job?
Yeah, they had a 20% layoff because they're into internet for airplanes.
Uh,
But they lost that entire business, right? Because no airplanes are, not many flights are going. But they're very high into satellite internet. So they lost about 20 to 30% of the revenue. But they had a 20% layoff. But he
He
survived.
can work remotely, and then if he doesn't need his apartment, then why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's working remotely, but he was traveling a lot, right?
Oh, okay.
All the
Yeah.
travel stuff.
So I
But
have
it's
a
good to
question.
be near the office for presence. I mean, these days it's so competitive. You know what I mean? Out of sight, out of mind. If you have a chance to be in the office,
Will he come back and stay with you and give you the
He's
car?
here already. He moved
I
in
think-
like March 15th.
Oh, what he got laid off?
No, he's not
Huh?
laid off. His
He's
office
not laid
is
off.
shut
What
down.
happened? What happened?
His office is shut down.
Office shut down.
Office is a layoff,
Yeah.
but he didn't get laid off.
Oh, okay.
So basically, they're telling people not to come back. For a
Right.
while. Work from home.
Did he have a pay cut or no?
No.
Yeah, then if he's okay with staying at home with you, I don't know if he's at the age where he wants to be on his own. Then out of
It's-
No, he needs to
Yeah.
give up his apartment. He's paying like $1,600 almost for his apartment in San Diego.
and he's not there now.
He's not there at all.
But it's good. It's good to have a presence in these companies. You know, if there's meetings, to try to be on site because it's competitive. These big companies, you never know. Out of sight, out of mind. So I think it's good to be there, around there,
Depends.
because it's not software as much as they do. You know, they do devices and a lot of other projects. So you know, it depends. You're right.
Plus, also in the larger scheme of things, the amount of money these kids earn $1,500 and $1,600 a month in rent is really not much, especially for
I
San
think
Diego.
so.
It's reasonable to have
Very
it. He's got a
reasonable.
beautiful place, by the way, in Oceanside, with a
It's very
rooftop view of the
reasonable.
ocean. It's a
That's awesome.
gorgeous, brand new place. So.
But on the other hand, that's at his age, he's young. So that's $1,600 a month he can save and put.
Yeah, that's true.
And
Cash.
then once this thing is over, he can go and get another apartment later on. So
Yeah.
I
Rod,
think
just a moment ago, I saw I got muted by the host.
No,
Yeah,
I didn't
the
mute
host
you.
is
I didn't
bringing
mute
up.
you.
you muted me too. I said muted by host.
Because you weren't saying anything. Kidding.
No, I tell you what I did. No, honestly, I muted Radhika for just a minute because there was a lot of echo coming, and I was guessing that Radhika and Andy are in the same room. So Andy was speaking, so I
Why
muted
did you come
Radhika.
here?
Yeah, so one of you, I was trying to mute the other person. I'm guessing the two of you are in the same room. And there's a lot of echo coming. That's why.
No, because you have to censor what people say on social media now. So Raj is censoring us. If we're inciting riots or any violence, he mutes us immediately. That's why he's doing it.
Okay,
No,
Craig,
okay,
I think you're going to be muted next.
He's the administrator. He can do whatever he wants. It's his meeting. He's keeping us in check.
Okay, I have a question. When
Yes.
the pandemic entered our country and restaurants, places closed, we were almost like obsessed with staying out of sight, shop only like once a week, washing hands multiple times or whatever. What you don't do now that you did 2 months ago?
What do you do now that you did not do 2 months ago? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
I used to
The number one thing is mask wearing when going outside. So I did not have a mask, but now all the stores and things, they require a mask. So I do that. So that's the number one thing. And then also going into shops, there are lines. So I went to Home Depot on Saturday. There was a huge line. And then I went to Target. There was a line. So those are the things, mask wearing and lines. And then in terms of shopping, at least here where I go, there's no lines to get in. Because I just go to the market. So I'm okay that way. But for like Whole Foods, there are lines. So that's like the main change. But then what I started doing is curbside pickup at Home Depot and Target. And what I found, that those are good enough. Because I don't care about going in those stupid stores anyways. As long as I get what I want, then I don't care about being inside. So
I have always stood in 30-45 minutes lines to get food, groceries.
But Maggie, to answer your question, I think the biggest change that's going to come out of this pandemic will be working from home as opposed to working from the office. I think this is going to be the biggest global change. I think companies are not going to go back to opening up their offices 100% again.
Yeah.
Either completely go work from home or at least 50% or more work from home so that they have reduced office space or minimal office space. And many companies, if they can, they're going to go with no office space because I think it's a huge savings for the company, for the businesses, and it's preferable for the employees. All employees seem to prefer not having to live in small apartments because they're working downtown. Now they can live in bigger homes, work from home, because then you don't have to go to the office every day and spend 8-10 hours there. You can work from the home, and you have more space. I think this is going to be the big change that's going to happen. Of course, there are going to be other changes too, but this I think be the big one.
Work from home and gain weight.
yeah,
I think it's really, really bad for the Bay Area real estate. I think it's just going to go really down.
Yeah, I think so.
Especially
what these companies are.
The high price of cities is going to go down, but the demand for housing outside of cities is going to go up. So it'll sort of even out.
I don't think so. So I see Fremont going down because there is the appeal of Fremont was the fact that location, right? We can commute anywhere 45 minutes, but there's nothing great about Fremont in other ways besides location, right? That's the biggest thing we had going for us. So now if a company says that, like Facebook, I have a couple of rentals in Fremont. We have a ton of people coming from Facebook. Now Facebook is telling me that, okay, fine, you don't have to come into work. Why would they live in Fremont?
Well, why would they even live in the Bay Area? Why not live in
Well,
Fresno?
They need to go
Exactly.
at least maybe once a month or something. I would live in Livermore.
Yeah.
No,
I
but
mean, even
Craig,
though you are,
Craig just made a very good point. Why would you even live in Fremont if you're going to work from home? Why not live on a beach somewhere? Live in some paradise, and that's also something that's going to happen a lot more. People are going to start moving away from downtown city locations, moving to more beautiful places because working from home or working away remotely is going to become the norm now. It's not going to be just an exception. It's going to be the norm. So people
I
are
know,
going to
but
start living in more style.
I don't think it's going to affect the San Francisco market that much because the San Francisco market is flooded with millennials. They still want to be there. They want to be at the bars. They want to be there. I don't think San Francisco, maybe it'll go down a little bit, but not that much. I think the places that got really affected is Palo Alto, Fremont, all these places around because it was all about location.
But
If I was a person, I would live in Livermore. Why would I live here?
Radhika, but people are moving out of San Francisco also now because it's become too dirty a city because of homeless people.
I know that's always there, but the millennials don't care.
I agree with Radhika because I used to live on the East Coast, and there's a lot of people that when they're young they like to live in New York. So
yeah, they don't care for homeless and stuff. They just want to be where the action is.
Because the young people, they want to be in the city and have the city life and all that, and then when they want to settle down, they tend to move to the suburbs. So if you move to a suburb, what's the difference between Fremont and Fresno?
Correct.
You can buy a nice house in Fresno, and if you can work in a Bay Area company, then why not?
But here's the other thing that's going to happen. All these good tech companies, they're going to now be able to recruit from anybody, anywhere in the world. So they're not going to, like, for instance, Bay Area companies are not going to recruit from the Bay Area anymore. Now they're going to have the whole world as a market to recruit. So they'll pick up somebody from Russia who's going to become an employee, a full-time employee, working remotely, and this will be the top talent from the whole world now.
Well,
so
they already do that now. I mean, the last few companies I worked at, they had people from Brazil and Russia and
the two companies I work for is completely virtual, and we always have been virtual.
Yeah, so, what I'm hopeful for is for sort of outsourcing, insourcing. So hire people from Alabama, from Idaho,
right?
Because what's going to happen is these companies, they're going to have cost of living adjustments where they're saying, well, you live. It's like if you work for the federal government, they have a cost of living adjustment for if you're in the Bay Area versus Idaho. So private sector companies, they're going to do the same. They're going to say, why should I pay you the same that I'm paying someone in the Bay Area when your cost of living is like 30, 40% lower? And I think if they do that, that's okay, because I'm actually for increasing the jobs in the US. This thing of outsourcing it's gone too much.
I don't think San Francisco, like, I know we bought an apartment about last year. That apartment, even though real estate in Fremont, everybody's going down, that one hasn't gone down. I don't think San Francisco is its own animal. Fremont, on the other hand, Palo Alto, all these places, I think are going to get affected.
Yeah, it's the same like people who want to live in Manhattan. There's always going to be people that want to live in Manhattan. There's always going to be people that want to live in.
They don't care. They just want to live there. Yeah.
No.
Because they want that lifestyle.
There's a lot of money. Yeah, there's a lot.
No, but what is also, Craig, is happening is, like, people who are working in San Francisco now, say for example, right, and their companies are either youngsters. Their companies are saying work from home. The youngsters are smart enough nowadays to make a decision. Francisco, where I can save money in a cheaper place, right? They're looking at things from that perspective. Now, then why would I not look in a more affordable living situation than live in
Sure.
San Francisco?
Yeah, because all these 20-year-olds, I don't understand. They move to San Francisco, they don't save any money, so then they cannot get on the next rung in their life in terms of buying a house and all that kind of stuff, because all the money they're making in their 20s is going to their existence.
But also
They're not saving money.
there was a survey that said all these young kids, they come to San Francisco 5 years, 6 years, and they move out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but everybody does.
Yeah,
Even our kids, they're going to stay there for 5-6 years and they're going to move out too.
yeah,
No one wants to live in San Francisco that long. It's for the young.
yeah.
They're done. After a certain time, you're done.
And that's very true also. The average residence span of San Franciscan is about 5 years. Nobody stays for more than 5-6 years. That's pretty much the average.
But then there were people from outside who were coming into the Bay Area, like this is the place to be. There are no jobs out there, or things are as they are now, they're not going to be coming also.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think San Francisco
why
lose that much.
why do you think people are moving out of the city?
Huh?
I will have a controversial opinion. I've been in the Bay Area for 12 years, and I never lived in San Francisco. I've only lived in the South Bay.
Yeah.
But from my opinion, San Francisco is a very overrated city.
Yeah, it
For
is.
for what I mean, it's a nice place, but as a world-class city, no way. It is totally overrated.
I agree to what you're saying.
If there were not all these jobs, then it wouldn't have the sheen to.
We spent time in Boston too, right?
That is true.
Very
Very
in
true,
Boston.
Craig.
I mean, I grew up in Toronto, which is a far better city than San Francisco.
Oh, Toronto.
I will tell you one thing, Greg, I differ from you. So I have been to a lot of cities too.
Yeah.
I do not like, I fell in love with San Francisco. I think San Francisco is a world-class city.
No.
And it is one of the most beautiful cities. I do not see all the other cities compared to San Francisco. And
It
I've
has
always
nice
felt
weather,
that.
and that's about it.
I lived in New York. I hate New York.
I mean,
I've lived in New York too long.
It doesn't have a world-class public transit. It doesn't have world-class.
But it's got charm, and it attracts a lot of.
It's a cute city, but I would say for where people say it is, it's overrated.
But it's better than, I feel it's better than New York or Paris.
Oh.
I don't care either way, but I don't.
It's a personal preference.
It's a personal
I don't
preference.
Depends what you're looking for.
Yeah. So.
I love San Francisco.
Hey, Stuart, how are you doing? Is that Stuart?
Hello, Stuart. Good to see you.
Stuart, you can talk. Oh.
Stuart is having a cigarette now. It's time for a smoke.
He's not planning to talk. Say hi.
No, Stuart was really busy at work today. From
Sweetie.
very morning to now, pretty much.
Okay, it's okay.
So he just
Let him chill out.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
So my today's what date? 28th?
Today's
29th.
29th. On
Friday.
the 14th, my younger one is graduating.
Oh, very good.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well done.
Yeah.
Where's the party? A Zoom party.
Zoom party. I can get drunk and call everyone.
You can do a virtual Zoom party.
Tomorrow also there's a launch, right, of the space shuttle launch.
Launch. Is there?
Yes, space shuttle.
I heard it got cancelled.
No, this was the second time
Yeah,
launch.
but it was postponed to tomorrow.
Okay.
At our time, 12:22.
What
Okay.
TV channel is relaying it, Maggie?
What?
What TV channel is showing the launch?
Oh, I'm sure CNN and most other news stations will.
Live?
Yes.
I'm
Did
sure.
you say 12:20 in the afternoon? Is that what you said?
12:20. Actually 12:22. But I set up alarm for 12:20.
So in the afternoon or in the night?
Afternoon. Yes.
Okay.
Because it will be
SpaceX
like
is that this guy
22,
Tesla?
Elon Musk,
Yeah, okay.
yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, we'll see if
Right
it's
soon
going
on
to happen.
SpaceX. Don't worry. I'm running out.
Space launch?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hello, your call ended.
No.
Why is everybody quiet?
No.
Because the one that was scheduled to happen 2 days ago was canceled due to high winds.
Yeah, bad weather. Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw that.
We've been watching different movies slash TV shows about Challenger, how that got destroyed.
Oh yeah, that was like 20, 30 years ago, right?
Yeah.
25 years ago.
The Challenger?
90s or something?
That was 86, right? The Challenger?
Oh yeah, 80s.
80s.
86.
And Stewart said that it was he was on the bus coming from school home when it was announced. So it's very precise when it happened.
What happened?
Yeah. And there was I remember there was an Indian girl on the
Yeah,
flight.
Indian woman. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's an Indian woman on one of the pilots. I mean the astronauts. Right.
I was in high school. Yeah, I saw it in high school. I remember when it just blew up.
Oh, the one they fell in the sea, right? And they passed away.
Exploded in the air.
Yeah, in the air. On the landing, right? During the landing.
Yeah.
No, take off.
No, landing.
It was landing. Yeah,
Kalpana something was her name. Kalpana something.
I think it was coming back when it crashed, right? Not when it on the return.
Yeah.
It was coming back.
Right.
Kalpana something was her name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
We'll get on SpaceX. We'll all go. Don't worry.
Okay, guys. I think it's almost time to end the call.
Okay.
Anybody has any last minute stuff?
No.
Stuart, we haven't heard from you yet. Can you hear your voice?
My voice?
Yeah.
Haven't heard me?
I haven't heard your voice yet.
Okay. Well,
how are you? Good to see you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can barely hear you. Yeah.
I'll turn it up. Is that better? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, much better. Now we can hear
Yay!
you.
Okay.
Yeah, much better. So how you been? You're busy working away, even though it's a Friday and you're in the Santa Cruz?
Yeah, I've been working, but I won't be working this weekend.
Yeah.
Not much, I'll probably not.
And are you guys going to continue staying there in Santa Cruz for the next
Maybe 1 more. Tomorrow. Or 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks? All right. I don't know. All right, guys. Should we end the call?
Cheers, guys. Have a good weekend.
Okay.
You guys. See everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. See you, Stuart. Bye, Maggie.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, Andy. Bye, Joy. Bye, Radhika. See ya.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.